Hello and welcome once again. We are beginning a new series on performance appraisal. We did a series last time on performance management where we spoke about the KPI pyramids and how to set up your KPIs and set up your performance management system. We want to believe that by now, following the lessons from that series, that you have been able to set up your performance management system, how to determine if an employee of yours is performing or not. And so in this new series, we want to begin talking about how to appraise, how to measure if the objectives and if the KPIs are being achieved. And all that can only be achieved under performance appraiser. So in this new series, which is going to be made up of 10 videos, and if you are watching this video now, this video is just the first among 10 others that will be released under this series. And as you know, we upload videos every day here. So if you are watching this today, it means that for the next 10 days, we are going to be dropping the remaining ones under this series, every day, and you can follow us up and watch them. You can also turn on the notification bell so that as soon as any of those videos drops, you receive a notification and then you can watch and learn. Okay, so in this series, we are going to look at understanding performance appraiser. What is performance appraiser all about? And then we're also going to move on to look at how to use performance appraisers to diagnose problems in your organization. And then we'll look at improvement plan. How do you use performance appraiser to develop improvement plans? Then preparation, we're going to look at how to prepare for performance appraiser. Then we'll look at execution, how you can execute the steps you should follow to execute performance appraiser. Then we're also going to look at follow-ups and feedbacks. And then we'll look at digital adaptation. If you have staffs who are working for you virtually, how do you appraise them? Because it's also very, very important that you appraise them even though they are working for you digitally. If you knew nothing about performance appraiser, these 10 videos is going to give you everything you need to be able to conduct a performance appraiser effectively and efficiently. So let's dive right into it. So in this video, let's talk about the importance of performance appraiser. To begin with, what is even performance appraiser? Now, performance appraiser is a systemic and formal way of measuring the performance of your staff. If you have staffs who are working for you, you are paying them. You are paying them in exchange for a value. You are supposed to be able to determine whether they have been able to deliver that value at the end of the day. So in performance appraisal, we are looking at what have they achieved. We're also looking at the mistakes they have made. We're also looking at their strengths, their achievements, their area of strength, their area of weaknesses, and a few other things that we are going to explore at the course of this series. What is the purpose of performance appraiser? Performance appraiser is not something we just do because it sounds reasonable. It's a means to an end. It's not an end in itself. We don't do performance appraiser for the sake of performance appraiser. We do performance appraiser because we want our staff to get better. We need a more efficient organization or a more efficient business that serves the people more effectively. So what are some of the reasons why you should take performance appraiser very, very seriously? Number one is to increase organizational performance. The performance of your overall organization, of the organization, and how people perceive it, and the strength of your brand is determined by the efficiency of every staff in your organization. Every staff in your organization contribute to the strength and the performance of the organization. What this means is that for you to build a strong business, for you to build a strong organization, you need to build a strong workforce. And for you to build a strong workforce, you need to be able to identify strengths and weaknesses and be able to work on areas that need to be worked on. So performance appraiser is a key to strong institutions. It's a key to strong businesses. If you want a business that will last the test of time, you can't afford to run your business without performance appraiser. Number two is to support career growth. Now, you have employees in your company. In one of our series where we talked about employment, I've made a distinction between career employees and nominal employees. And I mentioned that nominal employees are people who just need a job for survival. Career employees are people who want to build a career. And I've stated the importance of ensuring that your employees are all career employees, because career employees, are more concerned about efficiency and about performance. Now, what you want to do, you want to have an organization where all your employees are concerned about growing their career, and where you are also helping your employees to also grow their career. You cannot help your employees to grow their career if you do not carry out performance appraisal. So performance appraisal is the very tool you need to be able to support your employees to grow a sustainable and a befitting career. Your employees, of course, if you help them grow their careers, they will eventually leave your organization. Yes, they will leave your organization, but that speaks to the efficiency of your system and your mentorship capacity as an organization and also as the owner of the business. You shouldn't be afraid that once you help people grow their career, that they are going to leave you. That is definitely going to happen. They will either leave because you help them grow their career, or they will leave because you didn't help them grow their career, or because their career is stagnated with you and so they want to move forward. So either way, they are going to leave. So performance appraisal is a way of supporting them to grow their career. The third purpose of performance appraisal is the fact that performance appraisal helps you to identify training needs. One of the things you achieve during performance appraisal is identification of strengths and weaknesses. Once you identify strengths and weaknesses, you are able to identify the areas where your employees need more training, and then you are able to focus on that area. If you do not carry out performance appraisal, you will not be able to conduct an effective staff training, what we call continuous staff training. You will not be able to conduct an effective one, because it is performance appraisal that is supposed to show you the areas where they are lagging behind and the areas where they need improvement. The fourth importance I will mention is what? Recognizing achievements. It is easy to lament and be concerned about weaknesses, and sometimes we fail to take credit for small wins, or we even fail to give credit for the small wins, right? So it is important also to understand that performance appraisal is not just all about criticism. It is also about identifying the achievements your team are making, acknowledging them for the achievements, praise them for the performance, so that you are able to provide motivation. The fifth is providing feedback. With performance appraisal, you are able to provide constructive and efficient feedback. Feedback that directly impact how efficient your people get at what they do, right? So once you have your performance appraisal report, the feedback you provide are not just gestures. They are not just from mere observations. They are supported by facts. What this means is that you have been able to move from just criticizing people to providing a leadway for improvement and a leadway for better performance. Now, let me mention this. Performance appraisal is not a tool for punishment. I know for many organizations, there are punitive measures for after every performance appraisal. So a lot of staffs become very, very jittery when it is time for appraisal. They are jittery because they have seen people sacked after performance appraisal. They have seen people demoted after performance appraisal. And so, but as an organization, as an entrepreneur, as an employer, you have the duty to make sure that If a punitive measure will be implemented after performance appraisal, it should be done in such an amicable way and seamlessly, such that your employees does not see performance appraisal as a threat. Because once they begin to see it as a threat, they begin to treat it as a threat. And once they begin to treat it as a threat, the integrity of your performance appraiser will be in jeopardy. So it is important to ensure that your performance appraiser is not seen as a threat to your employees. And to make sure of that, you want to focus your performance appraiser on growth, improvement, development, and alignment. So every time you carry out performance appraisal, you want to make sure that these are the things that you are targeting at. Finally, performance appraisal is not about judging people. It is about helping people to get better at what they do. Because as an organization, you do not profit anything from judging people. You profit from helping people get better. So during performance appraisal, focus your attention, focus your energy on helping your people get better at their jobs rather than criticizing and judging them. Thank you very much for watching this video. Drop your thoughts in the comment section and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.